Welcome to part 12 of Persona 4. Yeah, I see you guys back there. I see the blue exclamation point over your head. I'll deal with you in just a moment, cause I gotta sell some stuff to Daidara. By the way, that's going to be one of the ways you're going to be making money. The other ways is part-time jobs, which have not been unlocked just yet. Give it time, it will. Now, there is also, and I repeat also, a way for you to get some better equipment in Daidara's shop, and giving Daidara items will cause item fusion. I mentioned this back in part 7, I do believe, if not part 8. But as far as Daidara is concerned, you want to regularly visit him whenever, but I warn you, there are going to be some enemy drops that you're going to have to keep for certain side quests around the town of Inaba. If you have those for your side quests, excuse me, I was scratching my chin, sorry. If you have the items for your side quests, by all means, talk to the person that need it, give it to them, and that'll give you more items. And sometimes most of the time actually, doing side quests will help you out in the dungeons. And more importantly, it'll make sure that you'll come in a little bit more prepared than what you usually are. Some of them will give you money. Some of those side quests will give you items. Sort of like healing items like stuffed souls and potions and things. Well, not potions, but rather bandages or med kits or mecha leaves or things of that nature. That's basically what those side quests will do. But for the time being, we got ourselves a social link, and we're gonna go on ahead and raise it up to level 2. So guess what? Rank up! So now it's time to show off the options for rank 2, or at least to get to rank 2 with strength. Because again, you really don't need much in order to get to rank 2. It's rank 3 and onward where you actually have to get like 2 levels, or is it 2 points or more in order for you to level up from rank 3 onward. It will be easy to actually rank these guys up, but there is going to be some points where the game won't let you rank up fully, as I mentioned when we first got Yosuke's social link. Now, for this option, you can choose either one. It does not matter, because you're still going to get points, but Ian Junez will actually get you 3 points if you have the strength persona to accommodate the social link. The more points you have, the easier the social link is going to be to max out. And that means more persona at your disposal when they're actually maxed out. It's better for your investigation team members to be maxed out in their social links, so they'll be worth a damn in battle. The problem is, no matter what you do, someone in the investigation team will be maxed out, provided you don't go for the bad ending. And if you do go for the good or true ending, his persona is going to be maxed out regardless. So, he's the only one you don't have to worry about. Anyway, pick I'm Jealous. So that way, you'll get 2 more extra points for your social link. And for the record, once we finish this, that means we only need, just a limited more points in order for us to get to rank 7, if I'm not mistaken. Because by rank 10, I think we need like 8 points total for our social rank. For a majority of them, except for Hisako, I think she's like a 10 or something. No, wrong one. It's not Hisako, it's actually that's a 10. That's the problem. We still gotta complete these guys for the moon. Dear God. Oh, and pick Sure, by the way. It doesn't matter if you pick Sure or No Thanks. It doesn't matter, you're still gonna get some points for the rank But with that said, we got enough points to rank up the fellow athletes. In other words, rank up! Yeah, that old joke. I'm pretty sure you've gotten away from a lot of people, quote, "Hi, I'm Daisy." Yes, that animation that, by the way, is a meme now. And too bad she didn't complete the game. Not complete the game, complete the entirety of the parody. That would have been funny if she did. Although I don't blame her, considering the second to... Well, I shouldn't say second to last, but the next area she had to try to parody was Mitsuo, and nobody likes Void Quest. So with that said, we could go on ahead and check the fridge to see if there's anything to eat. There's not. We're going to check the forecast, I do believe. Or no, we're not. We're going to go up to the living room, because I don't think we have any food made yet. Eventually we will. But for the time being, we're going to ignore this, because we don't need to go into the TV world. They only have this for one reason: when it's less than 10 days left before the victim is about to die. So what we're going to do, we're going to sit on the couch and keep reading the Man series. And what we're going to do is read thoroughly instead of glancing through like an idiot. I must have fell asleep when I pushed the button. Dude, that was a stupid thing I did. So let's read thoroughly. So, we just need to push through. And that would increase courage greatly. So here's the thing. It takes 3 days for you to finish a book. And you can only do it at night. Or in the library if you want to. I don't think... No, you can only do it at night. Never mind, you can only do it at night. But it's 3 days nonetheless. And that's actually free parameters for your social skills. So at least there's that. So it doesn't really matter how you answered in that one. Yosuke will have a different reaction. But it is the 22nd of April, and kind of wish it was the 22nd of April, because I really want this stupid quarantine to be over with. But that also means Yosuke is available, so that means we're going to have to deal with him. Oh, the only reason why Chie is not there is because of the fact we haven't saved Yukiko yet. That's the only reason why Chie is there, because you could talk to her and go straight to Junes and prepare to go to the dungeon without having to go to Junes via the world travel. I know it sounds redundant, but it's there for a reason. Ah, Yosuke is able to be ranked up, so let's go rank him up too. Alright, Yosuke, let's go hang out and have some fun. So on that note, I have Wapo, and that should hold me over for a while. Normally you would have like lower rank persona, and those lower rank persona will only help you out until around like 4 or 5 ranks. And then once you get to this 5th rank, you gotta get higher level persona than that. I've already started out the gate with high level persona that will actually help me max out Yosuke. Oh, and by the way, sometimes social links will have that blue exclamation point, and when they do, others can actually intrude on your hanging out of the social link, and you'll still miss out on points. There's sometimes that will happen, so bear that in mind. And, Yosuke practically, share somewhat of a bond. So what you do, you say, you're looking hairier. Yosuke doesn't realize that you just called him Teddy. I think that one answer is basically what you need in order for you to proceed, and I think you can either choose one or two for the next one. Either block them or why not change the address? It doesn't matter. But he does have a point about spam. Spam is hard to get rid of, and unless you have an option to turn off ads on your phone, you're gonna run into spam. I have the option to turn off ads on my phone, and I still run into spam. Because certain spam ignores ad blocker, and that can be an annoying thing. It's just the fact that Yosuke just moved to the sticks just like you did, but the difference is he was miserable because there was nothing really good happening. Well, that is until you came along. So that's the deal with Yosuke, and I'm pretty sure he's also trying to deal with Saki's death too. With that said, Yosuke ranks up. So now Yosuke is at rank 3. He's actually worth a damn. And now I can actually create more powerful persona, but not to mention, Yosuke can now perform a follow-up attack. And I have not mentioned this, but follow-up attacks are really important. Whenever you hit a weakness on an opponent, Yosuke or anybody who has a follow-up attack could just come in and do some damage and cause a critical hit to one of the opposing party members. But more importantly, they could actually make it easier for you to do an all-out attack. And Yosuke just got that. And that's all the more reason why I'm doing this social link, so that I can make Yosuke worth a damn in battle. Because until his social link is maxed, he may not have all the abilities, he just has some. And he could be either a great asset or, well, a detriment. But he's still, for the time being, weak to Thunder, if I'm not mistaken. But with that said, we're going to go on ahead and continue to read the Man series and finally finish it off. And that's where you should get yourself some courage. And getting courage, again, also helps. If you have enough courage, you'll probably be able to rank up Chie no problem. Because Chie, again, needs courage in order for her to rank up certain levels. Otherwise, you'll have to wait a while until you get enough points to get the next level. So, with that said, if you pass by these two gossiping girls, they'll practically mention something about jobs. And ladies and gentlemen, I've also mentioned something about jobs in the last part. Jobs is something you need in order for you to make money, in order for you to be better accommodated in the dungeons. You can now start jobs whenever you want. At least the menial jobs. The actual big-time jobs that are there, you're going to have to get, 1, the appropriate date, and 2, also the appropriate amount of a certain attribute. So now we are going to have another quiz question from Miss Sofue. And Mesopotamia, meaning the land between two rivers. Okay, I get it. So the question is basically, all the four civilizations of Huanghe, India, Egypt, and Mesopotamia all have something in common. And unfortunately, Yosuke decides to sleep in class. Wow, you are such a tool, man, sometimes. But they all have something in common, that each of these countries are near, or should I say civilizations, are near a riverside. So that should be your answer. And with that said, we just gained some expression by bailing Yosuke out of being called out in the middle of class. And more importantly, I think we're getting some knowledge too. Expression's always good, and you're going to probably need expression. By the way, I need to make a correction too. There's actually 5 stats, and I once again thought of Persona 5 when I said kindness in the last part, as opposed to the actual 5 expressions, which is understanding, knowledge, expression, diligence, and courage. So now we can go to the part-time jobs, seeing as how the date is already open for them. So let's do that first. We're going to go into town and actually get a part-time job. And oh, look! We can't even deal with the fellow athlete. Well, actually, no. We can't even deal with Yosuke, let alone the fellow athletes. Oh, wait, hold on. We can deal with the fellow athletes. Now that I stop and think about it, but we're going to go to town first. Yeah, let's go to town, because I want to actually show this off. Because there are some jobs that are available right then and there. And all the more reason why you need to get Ko, because a certain job needs you to have diligence. That job is going to be the daycare center. But seeing as how I already have oh, let me see. Off Today. That's the new book, which is the Timid Teacher series. So 5-7, come back for that book. I just gotta find the bulletin board now. It's probably gonna be a while before I actually... No, not a while. It's been a while since I've actually gotten into combat, but that's gonna change in part 14. And I just passed the bulletin board, didn't I? Whatever the case, if I could find the damn bulletin board, I'd show you that there's a certain job already available. And there it is. Let's see. These jobs will be able to increase your 5 perimeters, and it'll make increasing them a lot easier if you do them. So you have the already basic jobs of envelope constructor, translator, or origami crane folder. Yes, you get paid for making origami. Which that was also on the Persona anime. So, knowledge is required in order for you to actually get this job. But not just that. You would need knowledge for the envelope constructor, and also you need knowledge for the translator. But the assistant daycare, you're going to need diligence. So, there is that. That assistant daycare job is the Temperance Social Link. So, you originally wouldn't be able to get that right then and there unless you have at least level 3 diligence. I have level 5. I should have got it so I could be able to start it, but I did not because, reasons, and I probably wanted to max out the, or at least not max out, rather, start the, no, I'd rather, hold on, I'm losing my mind here, sorry, and I'm screwing up, what I meant to say is, I'd rather rank up strength to rank 3, so I could get that out the way. By the way, if I do rank these guys up to rank 4. Oh god, I just realized I might not have the persona for the moon just yet. I may have to get some more money. So on that note, we're going to be going to practice yet again. That means more diligence. But if you do start the Temperance social link now, that would be a lot easier for you, because by the time you do finish Temperance, you'll not only gain a lot of money, but also you'll gain probably one of the best persona in the game, Vishnu. And that's what I want to try to shoot for. And for the record, yes, I like Vishnu. He's one of my favorite persona from 3, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. Now, Daisuke is always trying to jump in on some food, even though Daisuke has absolutely no money. Who am I to talk? I'm sometimes that friend. Okay. A small majority of the time that friend. But normally if I don't have the money, I just don't go. But if I do, I'll hang out. But if somebody's treating me, I'm like, okay, sure, why not? Oh, and in case you're wondering, that's stress globes. That's what that is. Because my hand's just getting really fidgety. Oh, and what's happening here? Even though we're going to Aya, Ko can't go because of a family meeting. That's the thing. Ko has a problem with his family, primarily his grandmother. She does not want him to become a basketball star. As a matter of fact, she would sooner have him take over the Ichijo house as opposed to actually becoming a basketball player. Although Ko lives by himself, his family lives next door, so they could actually give him some money so that way he will be able to live for himself. So in order for him to stay in the family, he has to listen to his strict family's code. So therefore, he's only in room and board for the time being. So his grandmother pretty much is trying to marry him off, and that's basically the thing. It doesn't matter if you say that sucks or it's just a sport, but just say it's just a sport. I mean, it'll give you more. No, wait, no, it'll give you the same amount. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because this option will allow you to rank up anyway. But Ko, he really does not want to follow his family tradition. By the way, either leave it to me or what can I do? You can choose either one. So, with that said, Daisuke was only looking out for Ko. And it would be the opposite if you were on the soccer team, because Daisuke would show up that he have girl problems, considering the fact that he was recently dumped by a girl who cheated on him with somebody else. So he pretty much was done with girls for quite a while. But whatever the case, folks, strength is now rank 3. And unfortunately that means we're going to have to beat up Yukiko in order for us to actually continue ranking up characters. And, of course, I end up having to pay Aya because of the fact that Daisuke does not have any change. So on that note, it's time for us to head on home. And with that said, let's check the fridge one last time before we go and call it a day. Let's see, what's in the fridge? There's nothing in the kitchen. Let's see what's in the fridge. Nothing here. And that's basically it. I'll be ending this part right here, and in the next part we're going to actually either do another social link or get started with the sun's social link. And if we do, then in part 14, we'll actually start the raid on Yukiko's castle. See you guys next time.